Bonjour à tous and welcome to French for a Day. This is my little French corner on YouTube where I love to celebrate my love for France. In today's video, I'm going to be creating the modern Parisian makeup look for summer 2023. I'm going to be using some of my favorite makeup products. Some of them are quite new and I really enjoy using them. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're new here and you enjoy beauty talks and natural makeup looks, please take a moment to subscribe. I would love to welcome you to our beauty community, and if you're returning, welcome back, dear friends. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. In my French for a Day series, I love to talk about France. This is one of the most beautiful countries in the whole world, and there is so much to see, so much to do in France. And I'm not French, but I love France. I used to live in France, and I hope that someday I'm going to go back there and I'm going to live in France again, because living in France was the best experience. I've spent some of my best years in France, and I still travel very often to France. Like, there is not a month that I don't visit France because I live quite close to France. So let's go ahead and get started without further ado. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a few affordable sunscreens that I found that work beautifully under makeup and that will not break the bank. So it's the summer season. Sun care is very important, and I've mentioned in my French for a Day series many times that skincare comes first, and skin is the canvas of your makeup. If you have beautiful skin, then you're going to use less makeup, or any of the makeup that you use is going to look so much better. So don't forget to take care of your skin in the summer months. I'm going to share with you a few very affordable sunscreens that I found that are available worldwide. You can easily get those and they work beautifully under makeup, but this is going to be at the end of the video. Now let's go ahead and start with my makeup look. I've already done my skincare. I have applied SPF, everything, and I waited for all of my products to get absorbed into my skin. And lately, the product that I have been using, it's not new. You all know about this product and I use it a lot in my videos. This is the Sisley Phytohydra 10. You know that I'm very consistent with my bases that I use. Now, I usually like to rub it between my fingers, and I have SPF already. So even though my SPF works nice with makeup, I just like to rub this. It's a very light product, a tinted moisturizer. Rub it between my fingers, and I just like to take my time to tap it into my skin so that I can get the best coverage. And sometimes I'm gonna rub very lightly just to make sure that I'm not moving any of my SPF. And this is how I like to apply the product. Be sure to use SPF, a dedicated SPF in the summer months, especially if you're spending a lot of time outside. But if you have to apply your makeup on top of SPF, you can use a dry sponge and press it into the skin like so. And this is, I spoke to my dermatologist just to make sure that I'm not giving you bad advice. So this is the recommended way to apply foundation on top of SPF, because if you use a brush, you might move some of the SPF, which is going to compromise your protection. So either use this technique that I'm using with the fingers and just pressing the product into your skin, or use a dry sponge, not a wet sponge, but a dry sponge, and just press the product into your skin. So, and then I also use a little bit of the product on my eyelids as well when I'm using the Sisley tinted moisturizer, because it's suitable. It always works. I have very sensitive eyes and it doesn't irritate my eyes, but at the same time it gives me even base to apply eyeshadows. For concealer, I don't bother to use concealer, but if you need a concealer, definitely use some concealer here. Now, a little disclaimer here. Usually on camera, if I pile on a lot of makeup and I use a heavy foundation, it's going to look better. But in real life, less is more, and if you apply less makeup, blend it really nicely, take your time to blend it into the skin, it's going to be a lot more long lasting and it's going to look so much better. People are not going to notice that you're wearing foundation. Now, right now, Probably the camera doesn't show me like a porcelain doll. It doesn't show me that beautiful. You might see some darkness under my eyes, but in real life, human eye is very forgiving and everything looks so perfect, so beautiful, as if I have naturally beautiful skin and I did not wear the tiniest bit of makeup. This is the whole illusion that we are creating here. I'm going to lightly fill in my brows, and usually on a daily basis I'm rarely going to fill in my brows. I'm just going to brush them, probably use a little bit of setting gel, something like that, but never really fill them in. Today I'm going to take a step further and I'm going to fill them in just a little bit, because on camera it looks weird, and camera kind of focuses on little imperfections, which doesn't happen in real life. So always keep that in mind. In real life, keep it real, keep it natural. I always apply powder in the summer months because I have combination skin and I know the parts of my face that are going to get oily. I'm going to be using the Westman Atelier powder. This one is one of my favorites, but I also love the Givenchy Prisme Libre. And now we're moving on to my favorite product for this video and my favorite blush of the year. And this is one of the new blushes from Giorgio Armani. I think that I haven't shown this one on my in my videos, but I really love this color. So this is the Giorgio Armani, one of the new Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk blushes in the shade 50. Now the reason why I love this one is because it is almost like, this is the pinkish version of my all-time favorite Chanel 82 Reflex, Jus Contrast 82 Reflex blush. I'm going to show you. So this is one of this is actually my most repurchased blush of all times, because it is this very beautiful peachy, kind of almost like a coral peachy shade, very soft, and it has those little gold shimmers. Almost like, I like to call this color a summer sunset, and I don't even know how many times I've repurchased this blush. This is my go-to blush for the summer months, and now this one is very similar. I'm going to just go ahead and hold the two blushes so that you can see the difference. So the Giorgio Armani is a little bit more pinkish, but again it has those little golden reflective particles, and this one is a peachy blush that again has golden reflective particles. So maybe my explanation here is going to be, this is the sunset and this is the sunrise kind of blush, because this one has more pinkish, this one has a little bit more of this kind of a golden orangey color. You know how the summer sunset looks at the seaside? This is exactly what this color replicates, in my opinion, and this is exactly the sunrise. So sunrise, sunset, these are just two colors that I absolutely love, but this is so beautiful. And then I also wanted to compare this Giorgio Armani blush to one of the favorite blushes. A lot of people could not buy this one. This is Chanel's Spring Blush, and this one, both are pinkish, but this one has white reflective particles, pearly white reflective particles, whereas this one has golden reflective particles. So very interesting here. I think that this one is more like a spring version and this one is more like a summer version, because we have the golden reflective particles in a pink blush. It almost like gives you, replicates the sun rays, if this makes sense. Okay, I'm rambling a lot. I'm going to go ahead and apply this one on my face. I do not need a highlighter, and I never use a highlighter when I'm using this blush, and the reason why I love it so much is because you can use it on the eyes as well. It looks so beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and tilt my hat so that you can see just with a couple of swipes. I'm actually going to go ahead and swatch this. So this is the color, and then on my index finger I want to swatch 82 Reflex, and then on my ring finger I'm going to go ahead and swatch Fantasy de Chanel. Okay, so there we have the three blushes here. Now this blush applied all over the eyelid, and with a little bit of brown kohl eyeliner, or even without the brown kohl eyeliner, just a little bit of mascara, it looks so beautiful. And then it's going to match with the color on your cheeks, and the effect is so gorgeous. But today for my eyes, I'm going to be using one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. This one is from one of the new YSL mini clutch eyeshadow palettes, and I believe that this one is a little bit underestimated. Everyone loves Number 100. Let me go ahead and show you actually number 100. Okay, I think that everyone's favorite is number 100, and I do agree this is incredibly beautiful eyeshadow palette and it works for all different occasions, but nobody's talking about number 200, which is such a beautiful soft brown eyeshadow palette that again suitable for all seasons, all occasions. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this soft color here. On top, I'm going to use it in my crease. This color is beautiful to lightly define the crease. And I love the YSL mini clutch eyeshadow palettes because they blend so beautifully and I can create a look in a matter of seconds. And taking a smaller brush, I'm going to get the deeper shade, brown. I'm going to apply this one close to the lash line. Just passing a clean brush to blend just once. Then with my finger, I'm taking the Giorgio Armani blush and I'm going to tap it in the center of the eyelid. This is just to bring a little bit of this fun color on the eyelids. But I'm going to apply this one very lightly. As a final step, I'm going to use a little bit of kohl eyeliner just on the upper lash line and the end of the upper lash line. I'm going to apply this color close to the lash line just to create the illusion that I have thicker lashes, but I'm not actually creating a flick, or it's not really supposed to be just like an actual eyeliner, but mostly to bring a little bit of depth to my eyes. So just massage it in between the lashes. Using the dark color, I'm going to use the other side of the eyeliner and I'm going to smudge the line. Next, we're moving on to lips, and my favorite combination for the summer season has been a fuchsia lipstick. Any fuchsia lipstick combined with one of the Sisley Fit2 glosses. Now this one, I have shown it, I believe, a couple of times, but what I love about this gloss is that it is pearly white gloss. Now it comes with a doe foot applicator. It's a little bit stained because I use this one on top of different lipsticks. And what I love about this product is that it's almost like little snowflakes on your lips. This one looks so beautiful in real life and in the sunshine because those little glitters, these tiny little glitters, they shine so beautifully in the sunshine. And if you have fuller lips than mine, then just wearing this beautiful pearly white can work beautifully. But I prefer to mix it with different colors, and my favorite for the summer is fuchsia. So any fuchsia color that you take, if you have fuller lips, you can just apply the fuchsia color at the center of the lips and then fill in your lips with the gloss. Then you're going to end up having color just in the middle, and it looks like it creates a very doe-like effect, but this is only if you have bigger lips. This means that you're going to have exactly the size and the shape of the lips that you have. If you are like me and you have thin lips that you want to make them look fuller and bigger, then take a bright fuchsia color. Any bright fuchsia color will do, or any kind of bright color that you want to wear, and shape your lips. So apply the lipstick in a way that you're going to give your lips a little bit of volume. Cheat a little bit, not too much though, just a little. Okay, so I usually like to cheat on my top lip because it's quite small and I like to make the shape the way I want it to be. So I'm going to blur the lines with my finger. And then I'm going to fill in with the lip gloss. And that's going to be it. You can make the color as intense as you want, and you can play with the different colors. Now I would especially recommend this shade in particular, the Moon, because you can combine it with all different colors. You can even combine it with browns, with nude colors, or with bright colors, or with a red lipstick, and you can add a fun twist to any lip color that you have. And it all depends on you really to play and see what is going to work for you. Now right now this doesn't look impressive on camera, but when I go out and when the sunshine hits my lips look so much fuller, so much bigger, and it somehow creates this very youthful look in real life. Okay, I'm just going to let my hair down, and you can probably see now the beautiful glow that I have. This is from the Armani blush. Now, one tip that I have for you, if you have dilated pores around here, since this Armani blush has shimmery reflective particles, this might be an issue for people who have a lot of texture here. So if you have texture on the cheeks, you can still wear this kind of blush, but you only have to apply a loose powder, use a beauty blender, and really make sure to push the powder into your skin. This is going to create a very even base. And then once you apply the blush on top, your pores and imperfections in the texture is not going to be visible. It's not going to be emphasized. But then if you do not apply powder and you have a lot of texture, this kind of blush might emphasize any texture that you have on the skin. So just experiment. Anyone can wear this. So usually when I'm not talking, this look is going to take me less than 10 minutes to create because it's really very easy. It's super quick, super easy look for the summer months. Okay guys, so this is going to be the finished look, and I really love the lip combo. I adore also this beautiful blush from Giorgio Armani. Now, I would say that my must-have products for the summer months. I really love the blush here, and I really love this Sisley lip color. I know that the Sisley Phyto Gloss is quite expensive, but it just makes any lip color more fun, especially for the summer months, and it really shimmers so beautifully. Now, when I was a teenager, I remember that Maybelline used to have this kind of lip colors. I believe that they were called Water Shine Lip Gloss, and I used to have a few colors of those, and it just brings me to my, well, not a teenager, but I actually was in my early 20s when Maybelline used to have this products, and they were so beautiful. So this takes me back in time. But I have to admit that this looks incredibly beautiful and youthful in the summer months, and this is the kind of product that really helps to plump up the lips. Also, the Giorgio Armani blush, this one specifically in the shade 50, I could not recommend this one enough. And now we are moving on to a few sunscreens that I wanted to mention. Okay guys, and now a very important message that I have to all of you, and please spread the message. Let's make this summer healthy, and let's wear SPF every single day. Let's wear sunscreen every day. This is very important for the health of your skin and for the beauty of your skin long term. So I know that sometimes makeup doesn't look as beautiful. Well, always actually, let's not kid ourselves. Makeup doesn't look as beautiful on top of sunscreen, but I have 3 sunscreens. I've tested a lot of sunscreens. I wanted to find affordable sunscreens that you are not going to feel guilty to use, and that you're going to be able to use generously this summer. So all these 3 sunscreens, I've tested them with different makeup, and they work beautifully with all of my foundations. At the same time, they are quite affordable and they are easy to find. So this is in no particular order. I like all 3 of them equally. I'm gonna start with the CeraVe, which is widely available, I believe everywhere worldwide. So this is the CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion. Now, this is one of the best sunscreens that I have ever used. It feels very lightweight on the skin. It contains ceramides and niacinamide, and it has some skincare benefits as well. So when I'm in a hurry, I like to use this one just instead of my morning moisturizer. So if you are in a hurry, you can even skip your skincare, I believe. Depends, you know. But when I'm in a hurry, I'm even going to skip my skincare routine in the morning, and if I have to run out very quickly, I'm just going to apply this one all over my face. It's gorgeous. You can see that it disappears into my skin immediately. and doesn't leave a white cast, and makeup applies beautifully and sits beautifully on top of this sunscreen. Then the other sunscreen that I have is, this is the best one probably for those of you who have oily skin, and if you're struggling with oily skin, this is from Garnier and it's the Invisible Serum. I'm going to make sure to list out everything in the description box, specifically these three, and I'm going to make sure to try and find links also for different countries worldwide, for the US, Europe, and probably Australia as well, if I can. So this one is SPF 50. It's very lightweight. It is a serum. It is like a thicker serum actually, but feels so incredibly pleasant on the skin. You can rub it in very quickly, disappears immediately, and if I'm using my skincare, I would usually use this one just because I have combination skin, and this one layers beautifully on top of skincare. It just doesn't, it feels so light and disappears into the skin so quickly, and it is the most matte of all sunscreens that I'm going to show. So this one is the most suitable for people who have oily skin because it completely disappears. All of these are non-sticky and they don't feel greasy on the skin. So this one is a serious favorite here. I really love this one. And the other one, again from Garnier, is, I believe that this one is more widely available in the US. Again, very, very beautiful texture. It is light like a serum. I'm almost finishing this one. And let me go ahead and show you the texture. Again, it's suitable for all skin types and even oily. Now this one appears to be a little bit more moisturizing compared to this one from Garnier, but again it disappears into the skin completely and it's a dry touch, so it doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel greasy, makeup applies beautifully on top. And I think that these three actually don't contain fragrance. I don't smell any fragrance on any of these three. And I was almost going to forget, I actually have a fourth one. I did try a lot of these, a lot of affordable sunscreens. I really wanted to find the best ones. And this one is for those of you who have more dry skin or for those of you who prefer glowy finish. This one, again, excellent. This one is from Nivea, again, SPF 50. It has some skincare benefits and this is the Triple Protect. It is gorgeous. It is so, so beautiful. So this one is, it definitely feels more moisturizing and leaves a glowy finish, whereas the previous three, they just disappear into the skin. They are not going to leave any kind of a glowy finish to the face. This one is definitely feels more moisturizing, and this one, the Nivea one, also has some fragrance. You are going to feel some fragrance, but it quickly disappears. And you can probably see now, as I start tilting my arm, you can probably see the glow that my hand got. So the Nivea one is for those of you who prefer to have some additional glow. But again, you see that it's light like a serum. I'm not sure if I actually showed the texture. This one is the most runny, like the most liquidy one of all that I showed. And it's a pleasure to use it. It's a pleasure to use each of these, and I have been testing them for the past month and a half because I really wanted to see if they work with different skincare, if they work with different makeup, and if they work alone on their own as well. And I love all three of them. So these are my suggestions for affordable sunscreens that you can use during the summer. Of course, I'm sure that there are a lot more, and leave us a comment, let us know what's your favorite affordable sunscreen. Let's help each other out. And what are your favorite products for the summer season? Thank you so much for spending time with me and for watching French for a Day. Don't forget to take care of your skin, especially during the summer months, and don't forget to wear your sunscreen religiously. Don't forget the ears, the neck, also in case they are exposed and in case you're spending more time outside. Once again, thank you so much for spending time with me, and until next time, bye!